What is up, guys? Max here, and welcome back to another quick and easy tutorial. Today, we're going to learn how to make this like rotating sphere of footage that looks 3D and is actually really easy to make because we're using a tool today, and that tool is called GridMaker. Now, if you'd like to download and try GridMaker, use the link below or in the comment. You can head over to filmit.io, get it in this thing called Filmit Studio. Once you've downloaded Filmit Studio, which is their desktop application, you can install GridMaker. Along with any of their other plugins, it's all included into one big package. So they're making new ones all the time, and I'm a big part of it. So it's a lot of fun. Now, once you've installed GridMaker, super easy. You go to Window, Extensions, and then GridMaker. Opens this up. Now, this is the normal interface for GridMaker. It just looks like this. It's for like quick shortcuts type gridding type stuff. But we want to use the advanced mode. Just click advanced mode. It opens up this new little mode here. What you're seeing currently is its flat version. So little highlight, you can use GridMaker to make like flat grids pretty easily. It assigns your footage and moves grids. It automatically animates stuff for you. It's pretty cool. There's also the path in GridMaker option is pretty cool, but we want to use the 3D spatial settings. So what we need to do is do a couple settings, right? Over on the left here, they have a composer. You can just kind of pick off stuff. So if you want to do like a ring of footage, that'd be cool to make that. We could choose sphere, helix, tumble ring, carousel. Interesting. But we want to do sphere or make our own. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to do an HD composition. We want it to be 60 frames a second, duration 10 seconds. We can set it to, we want 24 boxes. Let's move that down to like 15. Shape, we're doing a sphere, which is what we wanted. Tiles, you can actually choose 16 by 9, vertical, or squares. You can do the radius to make the sphere like larger. The corners, let's round those to make them little dots. Let's make it more of a square. It's kind of cool. The size, make them a little bigger. And we can zoom in to show it like this or have it like right here on screen. We want these to face the camera, or you could do like this and they won't face the camera. Now for motion, it's set to spin. There's a couple different ones. I don't want any animation for scale up, order, random. That doesn't matter now because there's no animation. And what you could right now, realistically, is just hit create new comp. And what it does is it creates a composition inside of After Effects very quickly. And here it is. It's just in After Effects. It created a bunch of pre-comps for me. It organized it into a folder over here, and we can just open up a pre-comp and drop footage inside. And you're basically done. Or we can do it this way. New composition, click OK. I'm going to use another Filmit.io plugin from the Filmit Studio suite called GIFer and insert a bunch of GIFs really quickly. This one's kind of handy in After Effects. It also works in Premiere Pro. You just insert GIFs. There's also one for stock footage called Sourcer, which is like pictures and footage, and it's all free. And how many boxes were we using in GridMaker? I think it was 15 boxes. Okay, great. So go back to GIFer. That's 7. I need like, what, 8 more? 13, 14, 15. Now these GIFs are pretty short, so they're not going to last long enough. But what we can do is do select layers. We can match our comp size and then hit apply to selection. And it does the exact same thing as before. It's running its little service here real time. And let's close this out. And there it is. Now the GIFs are going to disappear because they're not long enough. So let me fix that for us. Fast forward, I'm going to just copy GIFs over. Okay, as you saw, I went through all of those and extended those timelines. It's a really slow process, but here we are. And here we are. This is it inside of After Effects. GridMaker made this process sorely easy. Normally you'd have to make a null and do all this stuff. Now, once this is made, it creates a controller right here for us called GridMaker controller. All you have to do, you can do your radius from here. You can change things. You can change the size of these images to make them tiny or bigger. Bigger is kind of cool. And then the corners, you can actually make them that or circles. A couple of other controllers, which is kind of nice. And what's really nice about GridMaker is it does know to loop it across your composition. So if it's a 9.5 second composition, it will loop the animation, which is super nice. And that's it. If you'd like to try GridMaker, you can use the link in the description or the pinned comment. There's a 7-day free trial and give it a go. And along with GridMaker, there's all these other plugins that you can try. Credits is pretty cool. It makes credits in After Effects. You just input credits from a CSV and you export, and it just makes credits, which is pretty sick. Text Pilot controls text. GIFer, you saw that. Reducer, organizer, callouts, jump cut. They all kind of are self-explanatory, but feel free to dig in. Very cool tools.